they were selling like little acrylic stands, and I saw one of Irene and I wanted it super bad, so I bought it. Yep, that's it for that story. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually doing something a little bit different. We're not doing a reaction video this time. Ooh, shocker. It's actually going to be a Red Velvet album collection, as you can see, like part of it right behind me. And I wanted to do this video because kind of like an update to my album collection video. I did my album collection video with like all of my K-pop albums back in June of last year. So this one is just going to be focused on my Red Velvet collection. I kind of just wanted to share my collection with y'all just because it's like my pride and joy. If you do want to see a full album collection video, leave it in the comments and just let me know if you want to see one. So the structure of this video is going to be a little bit different from like a regular just collection video. I'm not just going to be like, oh, and this is this album and this is this album. Like, y'all got two eyes and a brain. You all could probably put two and two together. But I figured I would kind of just tell like stories of certain albums, which ones kind of have like distinct memories to me and stuff like that. I felt like that would be a more fun way to share my collection because to me, each of these have like a really distinct story to them on how I got them. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my albums and tell you some little stories about them. And yeah, let's get to the collection. So the first album I want to talk about is The Red Summer. This is my very first Red Velvet album that I had ever gotten. When I went to my trip to Japan, they had a music store that was selling K-pop albums, and Red Flavor is easily my favorite Red Velvet title track. And I decided to go with that album first, and it was probably the best decision I ever made. This is my favorite Red Velvet album in terms of like music. This entire album for Summer Magic is quite literally a no skip for me. This is the best one for me musically, but my favorite album in terms of packaging has to be the Summer Magic limited editions. Each one has the member covers, as you could probably tell. These are honestly the cutest ones, specifically because they have those standees that you can put on the top of these. And one time, I think I have a picture of it somewhere, but I'll put it up, but I had all of them like lined up and all of the little pickets inside of them. It was super cute. I think out of all my albums though, I believe The Velvet was my least favorite, just in terms of both packaging and music in general. Not because like the album was terrible and not because like I have something like personal against their first Velvet album. I just think that like the packaging could have been better, just because like y'all know how people feel about the jewel cases. Like some of them are cute, like the Peekaboo one, it's underneath one of here. The Peekaboo one is really cute because at least the CD is like a pizza, and then the jewel case is a pizza box. But I don't know, I just felt like there wasn't really anything special to the album. But I do like this like the red and the velvet thing. That looks super cool. And right next to it is going to be my most recent album, is the subunit for Irene and Sookie. I have all three versions. I kind of have it set up just to make it look aesthetically pleasing. So I have I believe this is the top note, the middle note, and the bass note. I could be totally wrong, but you know, we try. I really also just like love the aesthetic that they went for this album. I think it really matches Irene and Sookie's aesthetics and stuff. I don't know, I think this album is beautiful. Okay, so these might all fall when I grab them, but this album right here is my rarest Red Velvet album, and it is my rookie Sookie version. This album took me probably, I think it was like a month to find, because for some reason, so it's backwards because it's Irene, Sookie, Wendy, Joy, Yeri. I got Irene's first because Irene is obviously my bias, But I got Irene's first, and then when I started collecting all of them, I got Wendy's and Yeri's, and then Joy's and Sookie's. Took me a while to find, but Joy's was a little bit expensive, but I found her and we bought her. This one, I literally had to find like some kind of seller online that was selling it. So this is actually pre-owned. Still had the photo book and everything, came with the CD, also came with a photo card. I ended up going to the K-pop for sale Reddit page, and I ended up asking somebody like, hey, where do I get this album from? And somebody was just like, you just have to keep like refreshing and researching, because some people end up putting them up for sale just at random times. So if I can get this back in here, eventually somebody was selling it and I ended up getting them. So there's that. This album is my most expensive one, which is Sappy. The reason why it was expensive is because most of their Japanese stuff is pretty expensive. I don't know, this one I think was like $50, $45. I think that's the most I've ever spent on a Red Velvet album. Also, just a side note, there is clearly no organization on this shelf whatsoever. Everything's just kind of put into places that I just think look good. I also have some non-official stuff, but these are both pins. I bought them from like Instagram artists and stuff, and they're really cute. I have two more coming. I can also link you to these designers as well. I also have my Season's Greetings. This is the only Season's Greeting I have of Red Velvet. This is the postcard booklet. I don't actually have the La Rouge photo book, but it is coming soon, so that'll get added probably right underneath the Red Room photo book. I also have my little banner from the Red Mirror in LA concert. I also have my light stick. I have Irene's little signature sticker. I bought this sticker off of Etsy, but I think I'm gonna take it off because I really want to bedazzle my light stick. I saw a YouTube video on somebody doing it and I really want to try it. So if I do end up doing it, I might make a video on that and just document my process. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. I will absolutely try to do that. Back here is like a little like pouch from Power Up. I got this in Korea when I went back in October, and it's just like a little pouch, nothing too crazy. But what else do I have on here? Oh, this, I found it at a like little K-pop store in Hawaii. They were selling like little acrylic stands, and I saw one of Irene and I wanted it super bad, so I bought it. Yep, that's it for that story. Jumping back down here, I do have a baby version of the light stick. Maybe I should just bedazzle this one instead of that one. Or I could do both. We'll see. And with that being said, that is my Red Velvet collection. I also forgot to show my photo cards. Now, I used to have a really cute photo card binder back in the day. I ended up getting too many photo cards and I couldn't fit any more sheet protectors in it. So I had to get a new binder and I hate it. So this is the binder. It has every photo card freebie ever that I've ever gotten. It is a mess. There's no organization in it whatsoever. So let me show you my photo cards. It's organized by era. So these are all Ice Cream Cake, the Red, the Velvet, Russian Roulette, Rookie. So it kind of goes like that. And then I'm not collecting all of the photo cards for Red Velvet just because I don't have the time or the money. But when stuff like this happens, so I have 1, 2, 3, I have 3 members, I might consider filling out 2 more so I can get Sookie's and Joy's, just so I can fill out one whole set of OT5 for a era or something like that. You'll see when I go to, I think is it Power Up? Yes, so like with Power Up, I have Irene's, Sookie's, Wendy's, Joy's, and Yeri's. This is what I want to do for albums that I almost have all of the members. So I want to do it for this. I'm thinking about doing it for Rookie because I have Irene's, Wendy's, and Joy's. So I'm thinking about completing it for that. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much how my album collection is. I somehow just get really lucky pulling Irene just like in general. But I don't know, it kind of just depends. So there's that. And then I put some of my freebies back here. It's when I bought my limited edition Summer Magic. These are like fan-made ones, or they're like unofficial photo cards. So I have them just kind of set off to the side. Yeah, and then you'll see the rest of my groups are all in here too. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. And turn on post notifications if you want to be notified anytime I make a new video. Go ahead and follow me on social media. I'll put all my handles down below in the description box. And leave a comment if you want to see the rest of my album collection, because believe me, there's a lot. There's a lot. And I'm actually trying to get rid of a lot of them. So there's that. So yeah, but with that being said, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.